Hello everybody and welcome to my channel, The Star in Your Child. If you're looking for sustainable results from our special buddies, our gifted child, this channel is for you to get all the encouragement and tips. You are not alone. Along with your million others, we together will rock it. So today's topic is vestibular sensory system. Last time I spoke about proprioception. It is the sixth sensory system in our body. Now, vestibular is supposed to be the first and the foremost sensory system to develop in a human body. Let's understand the importance of this sensory system and what are the activities that we can do in order to enhance this system in our children. Let's understand this a little better. As I mentioned earlier, vestibular system is the first sensory system to develop in the human body. And arguably, it is the most important sensory system as well, because it takes information from all the sense organs and directs it to go where it has to go. For example, if I'm going to take the visual sense, okay, so the vestibular system works with the eye, the muscles and the part of the brain which helps you to see an object. For example, you are swinging, or you are driving a scooter or a cycle or a car, or you're jumping or you're jogging, you're running. At these times, the object in front of us is stable. This is because of the vestibular system, because it helps the vision to be stable and not blurry. With the movement that we have, we are supposed to have a blurry vision in front of us. But the vestibular system here plays a role. It stabilizes the eye positioning, and that helps us to have a clear, stable object in front of us. So let's understand the red flags that we should be concerned to know if a child has a vestibular disorder. So delayed milestones is one concern, wherein the child should be able to hold their head by themselves by around 3 to 4 months. They should be able to sit unsupported by the age of 7 to 9 months. By the age of 12 months, they should start crawling. By 18 months, they should hold their torso well enough to start walking. There should be another concern by when your child is around 3 years of age. Your child should be able to stand on one leg with eyes open for at least 2 seconds, balance itself well. And the same can be tried for 5 seconds for a 4-year-old child and 8 seconds for a 5-year-old child. Usually, children with vestibular disorder have very poor balancing skills.
The vestibular system can be considered as an internal GPS system of the body. It tells the eyes what they see in relationship with the words. It tells the auditory what the ears need to receive, store and recall. It helps in motor planning. It understands and recognizes tactile informations. It helps in proprioception. It helps in behavior, attention and fidgeting behavior. It helps in eye-hand coordination, that is tracking, reading, writing, etc. It helps the muscles, joints and tendons to know how to move in space, balance and coordination.
Now let's understand this vestibular disorder can be diagnosed, and who can diagnose this for a child will be a specialist, an audiologist, an ENT or a neurologist. So what happens to a child with a vestibular disorder? When a child has a vestibular disorder, the whole nervous system is affected. Okay, they either get too much of sensory input or they get less. Either ways, they have fear, anxiety, and they have they do not have the sense of pull of gravity. Okay, that makes it more fearful for them to step down to even the shortest of steps. They have excessive sweating. They have uncontrollable eye movements. Okay, children find it difficult to concentrate. They have learning difficulties, writing problems. as I mentioned earlier, they have delayed milestones. Okay, they are clumsy, they are disoriented, they are confused. Okay, and the child has fussiness, irritation, crying. All of that happens for the child, and they always complain about something ringing in their ears. They find it difficult to go in crowded areas. They do not like going there because they cannot, when their body is in constant motion, they have blurry vision, and that irritates a lot. Just imagine if you're in a lighted room, okay, and the bulb or the tube light keeps going on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. It's so irritating. The child actually with vestibular disorder goes through that every moment of their life. So it's very difficult for them, and they have motion sickness and dizziness. Okay, even when they are playing a video game, they have dizziness, and if they're scrolling onto a computer, even then they feel the dizziness. They find it very difficult to do any physical activity or a sporting activity. Even simple catching and throwing of ball seems very difficult for them. Swimming, cycling, riding a bicycle, everything is a tedious job for them. Nevertheless, we can give a lot of good way of improving their sensory diet through vestibular activities that will definitely help the child to improve the condition. Let's get started and see what are those activities that would help our child in developing their vestibular system. Now that we have seen the activities that would help in development of vestibular sensory system, make it a point to do such activities at least 20 minutes a day. That will help your child to develop their sensory system holistically, and not only that, it will also help your child to develop in various other areas as well. Cognitive development, increased brain function, improved emotional regulation, and also an increased ability to process new information, which will lead to better learning. As much as possible, taking your child outdoors to, get their sensory diet will definitely help. As I've mentioned in all my videos, brain functioning is much better with nature because you release a serotonin and dopamine in your brain in a natural way, which will help your child in ways you cannot imagine. Also, in this video, to sum it all up, I have mentioned about what is vestibular system, what are the red flags, who can diagnose this, what are the difficulties the child faces with vestibular disorder, and what are the activities that can be done in order to improve their vestibular sensory system. If you found this video interesting, please do like and share and subscribe to my channel without fail. Again, let me mention that just in case you have missed something, it would be best to go back and watch the video again to get a better perspective of what you have just gone through. You are doing an amazing job with your child, and keep telling your child and reminding your child that they are best just the way they are. All we need to do is to groom them, help them, support them, and love them. So take care. Till then, bye-bye.